Anybody knows about IP address? What is IP address? Tell me.
Yeah, sir. It's a 32-bit unique identifier. It's
Mm-hmm.
identify the location of the device connected through the router.
If somebody asks you, for example, you're going to attend the interview, somebody asks you what is IP address, what you will explain?
So it's a 32-bit unique identifier of location of any device connected to the router.
Yeah, good. It is good one, but let me give you the better answer. IP address is a 32-bit address and it is a logical address of a device available in a network. Getting my point? IP address means it is a kind of address of a device available in a network. In network, we have multiple devices, right? There can be a PC, there can be a printer, there can be a laptop as well, right? There is a switch, there is a router, right? Even at your home you are using a mobile phone, correct? There is a smart TV at your home. So all the devices are having a unique address. This address is called what? IP address. Now let me give you the quick introduction. Okay, what is IP address? IP address stands for internet protocol address. It is a 32-bit logical address of a device available in a network. Now here see, logical address means what? Logical address means the address is not permanent. Okay. See, whatever IP address, for example, I am assigning to this computer, right? Later, I can also change the IP address. It is not fixed. That's the reason we call it as a logical address of a device. Clear? Or if you have any doubt, you can tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And whatever, see, whatever explanation I am giving to you, just try to take a note from your side. Okay. Because this is the exact answer I am telling you. As I have told you, the
Sir, I have
course.
created notes. I have created notes from your subnetting video.
Okay.
Subnetting of class C and class B IP addresses.
Okay, okay, great. So how was the video submitting?
Yeah, sir, it was nice. It
Nice,
was
nice.
very, very nice. In the earlier, I was not able to calculate the subnet mask of the IP addresses.
Mm-hmm.
So after watching your video, I'm able and I can estimate the subnet mask
Yeah,
and number of the host, network ID. That's all the things.
yeah. Now next thing is there are two versions of IP address, that is called IP version 4 and IP version 6. Okay, that is Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. So the time IANA has created the IP address, right? They thought that okay, this number of IP address is enough for the entire world. Okay, as I told you, IP version 4 is a 32-bit address. But what happened na? Nowadays you can see at your home, right? For example, you are a family of 5 members. So all the 5 members are going to have what? 5 mobile phones. There will be one smart TV at your home, correct? If there is a internet is coming on a router, there is going to be one router will be there. Okay. So all of these devices are going to have one IP address. Getting a point? So the number of IP address we are getting on a IP version 4, it is not sufficient. That's the reason IP version 6 was created. But still, in most of the organizations, we are using the IP version 4 only. Very few resources are available where we are using IP version 6. Okay. Now there is one more concept like in IP version 4 also we have two more concept, that is called private IP and public IP. This I am going to explain you after some time. Okay. But as of now, just to focus, there are two versions of IP address, that is IP version 4, IP version 6. IP version 4 is a 32-bit address and IP version 6 is a 128-bit address.
48 bit.
Not 48, it is
Okay.
128-bit. Okay. Here the
Okay.
range of IP address is huge. Okay. All right.
Okay, sir.
Now let's move on to the next slide. See, in IP version 4, we are having 5 classes. It is class A, B, C, D, and class E. Now let me give you the ranges of IP address. Class A IP address starts from 1 to 126 and its default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. Class B IP address starts from 128 to 191 and its default subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. Class C IP address starts from 192 to 223 and its default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Class D IP address starts from 224 to 239. Class E IP address starts from 240 to 255. Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm expecting answer from all the students, those who are watching this live session. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me. You can unmute yourself. You can ask me your doubts. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So here see class in IP version 5, 4 we have 5 classes, but out of these 5 classes we only use these 3 classes, that is class A, B and C. D and E are reserved for some special purpose testing and all. So we do not use this class D and E IP address in the network. Okay.
Yes, sir. D is reserved for the multicasting, and E is the reserved for the research purpose.
Correct. So these two addresses we are not using. Okay.
Yes.
We whenever we're going to configure devices in the network, we're only going to use this IP address. Now here you will notice
Oh,
one thing. IP address class starts from 121 to 126. Class B starts from 128 to 190, 191. Right. Now in between 127 IP address is missing. Can you see why?
Yes,
Yeah. Why it is missing? Can you answer?
yeah, it is a loop back IP address. When we have to check our network card is properly synced with the network,
Mm-hmm.
then we give 127.0.0.0.1. I think it is loop back IP address.
Yeah, okay, fine. I think you have watched all of my videos, huh?
Yes, exactly, sir.
Okay, okay. So
You have
this,
told the same thing. Network card, we check the network card is properly synced with the driver, network driver. Then we give
yeah,
127.0.0.
yeah, very good. This is what I'm expecting from all the students. Those who watch my videos, I am trying my best, but you understand means whatever hard work I did while making the video, it is successful now. I can believe. Right? So see 127 whatever IP address is there, right? For example, this IP address we basically use to test the network interface card whether it is working properly or not. For example, in a network we are having multiple devices, right? There is a router, there is a switch, there is a computers available, right? Now this computer is unable to communicate with the router. You test everything, everything is fine, but still this computer is unable to check. So at the end, what you are going to do? We are going to run this IP address. Or run the command ping space 127.0.0.1. Okay. If you are getting the reply, that is called TTL. Okay. It means the NIC card is working fine. If you are not getting reply, means the NIC card is fault. There is a problem with the NIC card that need to be replaced.
Sir, want to ask something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we give a ping IP address minus T. What does it mean, sir?
It will give you continuous pinging result. If you see, it will keep give you the
Okay.
result. See, by default, if
Yes,
you
yes,
type
continuous
ping,
result come.
yeah, we basically in network field, na, just we for checking like whether packet is dropping in the network or not. Just for checking that, we run that command.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now next is okay. As I have explained you, private IP, right? So here are the ranges of private IP address you have to remember. Private IP address in class A, here it is B and it is C. Here it is class A. It starts from 10.0.0.02, 10.255.255.255, and class A default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0/8. That's slash 8 means the 8 bits are reserved for the network. Now what is network bit, what is host bit, you will learn at the time of subnetting. Next in class B, 172.16.0.02, 172.31.255.255. Okay, this IP address reserved for the private IP address. Okay, this is a private IP address. Public IP means that is routable in the internet. Okay, routable in the internet means you can access it via internet. For example, I have one device here, I have one server, here I have assigned the public IP address. Okay, and this server, if I want to access from my home, right, I can access it. Means this device can be accessible from anywhere, from the internet. Private IP we use in a local network. For example, you have a small office, right? So in a small office we have number of computers, it can be any number of computers. For example, there are 5 computers available. So in local network, we are going to use the private IP address. Now, why we are going to use private IP address in the local network? Why we cannot use public IP address in the local network? Can anybody answer?
Yes, sir. Repeat your question, please.
I am asking in local network, we are going to use the private IP address, right?
Yes.
And in why we are not using public IP address here? Tell me.
Public IP address we use when we need to surf the internet. We
Okay.
don't need private IP address for the internet
Now,
surfing.
what I'm telling is, here I have five computers. Okay. So in
Yes.
all the five computers, I have assigned private IP address. Now, how they
Okay.
can, if they want to access internet, then how they can access internet?
Sir, they will use the NAT process. Their IP addresses will be converted to their private IP addresses will be converted to the public IP addresses.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Let me explain to those students, those who are absolutely beginner here. Okay. So see what is happening now. Public IP basically it is a paid IP address. Okay. Whenever you are using public IP address, you have to purchase it from the ISP, and private IP address is absolutely free of cost. Okay. So whenever you are using purchasing a public IP address, you have to purchase it from ISP, and it is very very costly. At the same time, private IP address is absolutely free of cost. So what is happening here? For example, in a network, okay, in a network we are having one, two, three, four, five, for example, six computers, right? So if you assign public IP to all the computers, means what is going to happen? It is going to become very very costly for you, right? And as I have told you, there is a limitation of IP address, right? IP version 4 has a certain limitation. So that's the reason what we do is, here we are going to assign the private IP address. Okay, all of this your range you are able to see here, right? This is a private IP address, this is the private IP address, this is the private IP address. Whatever IP address that do not fall under this range, all of them are public IP address. So what is going to happen is, we are going to get the internet connection from the ISP, right? And here it is, the ISP is going to assign the public IP, and all the devices are going to assign with the private IP address. So whenever they are going to router, the router is going to convert the private IP into public. The router will convert in private IP into public IP with the help of NAT, that you will learn later in the course, like what is NAT and how to configure NAT and all. Okay. Now, now this device, whatever these computers are requesting from the internet, here private IP will get converted into public IP address, and now request can go to the internet. Getting my point? This is internet. Now in internet there is a server, correct? For example, I want to access google.com, right? So the request will go to router, the router will convert the private IP into public, and this will go to the Google server. Okay, that somebody want to access the server Google. Now Google is going to send a reply, and the time again router, the data reach to router, it is going to convert back to the private IP address and send it to exactly that particular one device who is requesting for the data. So this is how entire concept of networking works. Okay, if somebody asks you what is private IP address and what is public IP address, you must be able to answer. Private IP address we used in a local network, and that is not routable in the internet. At the same time, public IP address is routable in the network, and we use it to access the device from internet. Okay, public IP can is accessible from internet. At the same time, private IP is accessible only in the local network. Getting my point?
Yeah, it is clear, sir. But what does it mean? CIDR and software marks.
Yeah, CIDR means it's called a network ID. Okay, in as I have told you, na IP version 4 is a 32-bit address. 32-bit means what? With the help of 32 1 and 0. Okay, 32 1 and 0, one IP address is going to be built. Okay, each IP address you see here, it is a 32-bit. Getting my point? So in IP address we are having two part. One is called network part, and one is called a host part. Okay, so how many bits, how many one we have in network parts is called a CIDR value. So by default in class A IP address, 8 bits are reserved for the network, so here you will get 8 CIDR value. In class B by default 16 bits are reserved for the network, so here you will get 16 CIDR value. In class C 24 bits are reserved for the network, so here you will get 24 CIDR value. You will understand this concept at the time of subnetting. There is a complete concept of subnetting, I will teach you that, right? So how you're getting here 255, what is the reason behind this, why here it is 240, what is the reason behind this? Getting my point? So everything I will explain you, don't worry. All the topics are covered in my complete course. Now next, let's talk about our networking devices. In a network, we're going to use many devices. Okay, lots of devices are available in the network. Let me give you a quick overview. Devices such as there is a hub, there can be a switch, okay, there can be router, there can be a firewall, there can be a access point, right? There are multiple networking device, but in ccna we're basically going to discuss about switch, router and hub. Firewall is a completely different concept. In firewall there is a completely different course is available in the market, right? The concept of ccna is here we basically discuss about networking device called hub, switch and router, and this how to configure these devices you will learn here. Now let me give you the quick differences between what is the main difference between hub, switch and router. See, hub we are able to see here is a broadcast device and works at the physical layer of OSI model. Now again, what is OSI model? You will learn. There is a completely separate video on that. Just whatever explaining you, just you understand the concept. Okay. Hub is a broadcast device. What is broadcast? Broadcast means, for example, here I have one computer, okay, and this is a hub I have, and here for example one, two, three, four computers are connected. So whenever this PC send data, right, I want to send data only to PC number 2, but what this how will do, it is going to broadcast data to all the devices. Getting my point?
Yes.
Every time it is going to,
Yes, sir.
yeah, okay, every time it is going to broadcast
And
the
it will
data.
increase the collision domain.
Yeah. Just give me a minute. So it is going to broadcast data to all the devices available in the network, and it works in a half duplex. Half duplex means if I am sending data, the other PC cannot send data. They have to wait. Okay. For example, if I am sending data, this PC is also sending data, means what is happening? Data collision will happen. Means the data is going to dismiss here. So for example, here I have 5 computers connected to the hub. I am sending data here. At this or at that time, all the 4 computers are going to wait. If any of these computers send it at the same time, means what? Both the data are going to dismiss, destroy it. Getting my point? This is the reason. Simply, it is going to create lots of traffic, and basically, we do not use a lot this device in the network. Is it clear? Or if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now see, hub. So as of now, you have learned. Just take a note whatever I am explaining to you guys. Hub is a broadcast device. Okay. Hub works in physical layer of OSI model. Hub works under half duplex. Okay. These are the main 3 functions of hub. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide now. That is called switch. See, in hub you will get very less ports, max to max 4 to 8 ports you will get in hub. In switch you are going to get lots of port. It can be 24 ports, it can be 48 ports. As you can see, it is big in size and lots of ports are available in the switch. Now as compared to hub, switch is a multicast device. Okay. Now what is multicast? Multicast means one to many. For example, in this switch port, one computer is connected, right? Even here one computer is connected, here one computer is connected, right? So what is going to happen here? Multicast means what? One to many. For example, this is my computer number 1. I want to send data to PC number 2. So data will reach only to the PC number 2. It is not going to send to all the devices. Getting my point? In broadcast, what was happening? For example, let me make it here only. This is my one computer, and here I have lots of computer. Correct. So in hub, what was happening? Whenever my computer is sending data, it is going to deliver to all the computers. But in switch, what is going to happen? The I want to send it to PC number 2, right? So it will reach only to PC number 2. If I want to send it to PC number 3, it will only reach to PC number 3. Clear? It is called a multicast. It is not broadcasting. It is a multicasting device. At the same time, as I have explained you, in hub, what was happening? it is working at half duplex. Half duplex means only a single device can send data at a time. If two devices send it at a time, what is going to happen? Collision is going to happen, and whatever data is that is going to be destroyed. But here, all the devices can send data at a single time. Why? Because switch works in full duplex. Okay. Next thing is multicast is done, full duplex is done. One more thing, yeah. Switch is a layer 2 device. Okay. Switch is a layer 2 device. It works on the layer 2 of OSI model. Switch stores,
Data link layer.
yeah, data link layer of OSI model. Now, switch stores the MAC address table. Okay, MAC address means all the devices that is connected to this switch, they are having a permanent address. As I have explained you, IP address is a logical address, correct? In computer we are assigning IP address that can be changed, that's a logical address. But each devices in the network that has a permanent address that cannot be changed, okay, that is called a MAC address. So switch is going to store MAC address of all the devices connected to its port in the MAC address table. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the four important features of switch. Okay. Now let's go forward and move on to the router. What is router? A router is a device that allows you to connect two or multiple different network. For example, here I have one network. This is switch. Okay. Here I have one network, and on different location I have one more network. Okay. If you want these two network to communicate with each other, at between we're going to use one device called a router. Getting my point? So router is simply a device that allows you to communicate between two or more different network. Okay. Router works on layer 3 of OSI model, that is called a network layer of OSI model. Even router works on the full duplex mode, right? As I have told you, switch stores MAC address, router stores IP address. These are the main differences between hub, switch and router. Okay. Now I'm going to ask all of you guys, just tell me. Everyone have to answer one differences. Okay. Just tell me who is going to give the correct answer. First, tell me one differences between hub, switch and router.
Sir, hub is not an intelligent device, which is an intelligent device, and router is used to perform the routing. Router used to locate the path.
Intelligent device means what? What do you mean by intelligent
Intelligent
device?
device meant intelligent device meant it stores MAC address table and give the data give data in a right direction.
Okay, just
It
don't
avoids
tell
the collision domain.
like yeah, what you sold something called intelligent, right? Simply tell them what the function. Just you tell like that. It stores MAC address, right? Okay, one difference is okay. Tell me first. Tell me again from the beginning. One difference. Okay, only tell one.
Sir, multiple device can it can handle multiple computers connected to it. It avoids the collision domain, sir. That hub don't perform. Like you told, na, if there is if a hub is broadcasting, then no other device will broadcast. But in case of switch, it is not possible. All the device can broadcast and perform the action they are assigned.
No. So if you give answer something like this, na, they are going to like you cannot correct the interview, right? The answer
Okay.
must be simple. Let me clear you answer, okay? Sonu is giving the answer, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So what you are telling, hub, see, simple answer is that hub is a broadcast device, correct?
Okay, sir.
That broadcast data to all the devices available in the network. Switch is a multicast device that sends data one to many. Okay.
Oh,
Router is a routing device that allows you to communicate between two or more different network. Simple. Got it?
yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm expecting answer. Okay, Emmanuel, tell me one differences between hub, switch, and router. Don't include this, it is already done.
So the hub the port or the interface cards are few,
Okay.
and then with the router, we used router to connect two or more networks together.
Mm-hmm. No, that is
Yes,
already done.
so
That is router is already done, right? It connect two or more network together. Tell me other differences.
okay, so router has a routing table
Okay.
that it's the IP address
Mm-hmm.
for route.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes an intelligent decision based on um, the message to the receiver.
Okay.
Yes.
Now what about switch and router, switch and hub?
Okay, with a switch, um, let's let me talk about the ports. The switch has many ports to the hub.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so with a hub, it can cause collusion.
Okay. Now
But with
let
a
me tell you one thing. Okay. Differences
okay,
between means what? What it is available in hub, what is not there on switch, what is not there on router. This is called differences, right? For example, hub has less ports, switch has many ports. Okay, difference is done. But same thing if we talk about router, if you tell something else, this is not a differences, right? Difference which we match. For example, one is multicast, broadcast, and routing. Okay, no one is answering. Let me show you the quick table. If you want, you can just take a screenshot. Here I have explained with you guys the side by side differences between hub, switch, and router. Okay, hub works in physical layer of OSI model, switch works in data link layer of OSI model, that is the second layer of OSI model, and router works in network layer of OSI model. Simple. Hub is a broadcast device, switch is a multicast device, router is a routing device used to create route for transmitting data packets. Next, hub is used to connect devices in the same network. Switch is also used to connect devices in the same network. A router is used to connect two or more completely different network. Hub works in half duplex, switch works in full duplex, and router also works in full duplex mode. In hub, only one device can send data at a time. As I have told you, it's a feature of half duplex. In switch, multiple devices can send data as it works on full duplex. Even in router, multiple devices can send data at a time as it is also working on full duplex. Hub do not use any MAC address or IP address. Switch stores both MAC address and switch stores only MAC address, and router stores only IP address. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So for this, we're going to use an application called Packet Tracer. This is a free application from Cisco. You can download it from the official website. The link I have already shared with you in the complete course. Okay. So here we have lots of devices. This is a hub. Let's take one hub from here. And here I have few computers. Now how to use this application, I have already explained to you guys in the complete course. Okay. Just for showing you the practical, I am just using it. Let's connect all the devices to the hub. Done. Now let's assign the IP address. Desktop IP configuration, as I've told you, right? IP addresses. For example, let's assign here 10.0.0.1. That's a class A IP address. Desktop IP configuration 10.0.0.2. It is automatically taking this default. Are you able to see, guys? 255.0.0.0. Desktop IP configuration 3, and here it is going to be 4, and here let's enter 5. Okay, now what is going to happen here, tell me. This is the computer number 1. Okay, let's try to send here data simulation. So I am sending data from PC number 1 to PC number 2, so PC number 0 to PC number 1, for example. Okay, let's click on next. See, it reached to the hub. Now tell me what is going to happen.
Is it
hello.
switch or
It will broadcast to all the
hub?
PC.
See, hub is broadcasting data to all the devices. You're able to see here. It is going to happen every time. Okay, but the PC, those who are not belongs to that particular one IP address. For example, I am sending data to 10.0.0.2. So this PC only receive the data, rest of the PC are going to reject the data. Okay, but still the problem of hub is it is broadcasting every time it receives. See, while sending reply also it is broadcasting. Getting my point? Now again, if I send data from this PC to this PC, what is going to happen? Again it is going to broadcast. See, right? This is the main problem of hub. Now what I have told you, in hub only one device can send data at a single time, right? Now let's see what is going to happen if two devices send data at a single time. So here I have one, here to here I want to send, and I want to send from again here to here, for example. Okay, two device, let's send. See what has happened? Fire. Getting my point?
Yes, sir. They are just
Yeah,
collide each other.
they are collide with each other and data is burned, right? It is completely destroyed. Got it? See,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So this is the main disadvantage of hub. Got it? Hub is a broadcast device. It always broadcasts the data to all the devices available in the network. Done? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's take another example. I'm going to use all the PC because we don't want to create IP address again and again. It is going to become shortcut for us. So hub is done. Let's take switch. Done. From here to here I am pinging. Okay. Next. See why it is broadcasted. Tell me. Now let me click on next. See, right now the PC number 2 has sent it as a switch, and it is being accepted by the PC number 0. Okay, now it has stored the MAC address of this computer to its MAC address table. Now next time if you send the data again from this computer to this computer, it will send it directly. See, getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now tell me, what is the command to check the MAC address table of a switch? Who will answer?
Show MAC address table.
Okay,
Show MAC address table.
very good. See, what is the command? So MAC
Show
address
MAC
table.
address table. After
Yeah.
enabling.
Yeah, the hyphen must be available. Okay, hit enter. See, it is going to show you the MAC address of the devices. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now I am deleting this how. Okay. All right. Let's remove all of these devices also. Let's make it simple to understand. Copy and paste. Now here we have assigned the IP address what? See, 10.0.0.1, and here I have the IP address 10.0.0.2. Okay. Now next, let's assign the IP address here. Desktop IP configuration 20.0.0.1, and here I am going to add again IP configuration 20.0.0.2. Okay. Now tell me, if I send data from this computer to this computer, is it going to communicate or not?
No, sir. Because it has different network portion of IP address, means it is in different network.
Okay, very good. Anyhow, let's see. Okay, from here to here I have connected the cable. Okay, now let's try to ping. This time I will show you the command that we are going to use in a network. Okay, In the real scenario, we cannot send a packet and check. In real scenario, what we do, we run a command and check by the help with the help of ping. Okay, go to command prompt and enter ping, ping. Now tell me, what is the IP address of this device?
20.0.0.1
Yeah,
maybe like that.
20.0.0.1. Hit enter. It says request timed out. Got it? Why? Because both
Yes,
the networks are completely different, so it is unable to communicate with each other.
each other.
Now, to allow them to communicate with each other, what we are going to do? Tell me.
Adding router.
Adding router. Okay. Let's let's add a router from here. Okay. Done. Now, if you add a router, you have to configure it. Okay, like switch, if you do not configure also, it can communicate with each other, but for if you connect a router in the network, we have to configure it. There is a complete tutorial. I'm going to explain you everything from basics to advanced in the complete course. Just for showing you the example how the devices are working in the network, I'm doing it a little fast. Okay, so here what we can do is go to CLI interface, that is called command line interface, type no. So this is a user mode. First of all, you have to get into the enable mode. Okay, enable is called a privilege mode. Next, we're going to type conf t. That is called a global configuration mode. So whatever configuration we do, we have to do in this particular one mode only. So first of all, we have to select the interface. Command is interface space, choose the port. This port number is what? See, it says FA0 by 0, and this port number is FA0 by 1. Okay, interface FA0 by 0, hit enter. Add the IP address 10.0.0.3 space 255.0.0.0, hit enter. Now run the command no shut. By default, the port is off. To enable it, you have to run the command no shut, hit enter. As you can see, once you have run the command, it says change state to up. Now the link turned from red to green. Same thing we have to also do it on the other side. Okay, now tell me, what is the port number of this? It is FA0 by 1. Run the command interface FA0 by 1, hit enter. Now tell me, what is the command to enter the IP address? Anybody?
IP address
IP address.
and
After that, you have to enter the IP address, right?
yes sir, yes sir.
20.0.0.3 space. What is the default subnet mask of class A IP address? Tell me.
Same like above.
Yeah, 255.0.0.0.
0.
Hit enter. Next, run the command no shutdown. Enable the port. As you can see, the link is set to up. Got it? Now let's see whether these two devices are able to communicate with each other or not. Go to command prompt, run the same command ping 20.0.0.1, hit enter. Tell me, will it communicate or not? Tell me fatafat.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Is it going to able to communicate or not?
it has to.
But it is not communicating. Why?
Default gateway is
Yeah,
not there.
very good. Because we haven't entered the default gateway. Default gateway means the exit point. Okay, exit point means whenever these two computers are going to send data, right, it will go outside from the network. From which point? From this particular one point, right? So whatever IP address we have assigned in this port, we have to enter as a default gateway on these two computers. Same like this, even here also, Exit point is what? Whenever these two devices send data, it will go out of the network from this particular one port. So whatever IP address we have mentioned here, we have to enter as a default gateway on both of these computers. Let's assign it Fatapat. Go to physical, sorry, desktop, IP configuration. What is the IP address of this port? Any idea? 10.0.0.3. Okay. Even here also to enter the same IP address, that is default gateway address called 10.0.0.3. Now here IP configuration. What is the IP address of this port? Tell me, any idea?
20.0.0.3.
Good. All right. Next, even here also you have to enter default gateway same, right? 20.0.0.3. Okay. Now let's see whether it is able to communicate or not. Command, run the same command again. First message will always be request timed out, and after that you will get the reply. See, got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's try to ping another device in the network, that is 20.0.0.2. Enter. So we have successfully configured the network, and these two networks are able to communicate with each other. Those who are interested, if you want to learn the complete Cisco CCNA course, there is a Sunday batch going on. You can join that particular one batch, and I am giving the course at very affordable price. Trust me, you will not get such course at such a very good affordable price. Okay. Now let me give, and I have made few changes in the course, so that my main objective is I just want to provide you as many resources as possible. Earlier my course was only a pre-recorded video. Now I have also started a live session, so you will get completely 3 month live classes where you will learn all the concept of CCNA, plus new updated quiz and interview questions is coming soon, very okay, very it is coming soon. Next, here you are getting lots of bonuses. One more courses I am preparing for you guys, that is called Network Fundamental, where you will learn lots of many things like how to share files, how to configure inbound and outbound rules on firewall, many more things that are very basics part, but most of the students don't know. So this course is coming, and I am giving you absolutely free of cost. Plus 30% off on all the upcoming courses. Those who enroll today, I am giving you 30% off on all the upcoming courses. In future, I am planning to make a course related to Microsoft Server and other resources. There you will get a very good amount of discount. Next is lifetime access. I am giving you free live access is already available. Next is join our networking plus community to share knowledges and clear all of your doubts. So I have built one community where those who have enrolled the course, right, they are going to share all of their resources, whatever doubt, and my students are only going to help you. If you are unable to help, I am also available. I am also going to help you. Like this, all of us sharing the knowledge with each other. Next, 7 days money back guarantee is available. If you are not happy with our course, definitely you are going to love the course, I am sure. But somehow, if you are not happy, you will get 100% money back guarantee. And at the end, we have one more surprises available. But this surprise is only able for the student those who have already enrolled the course. Okay, this surprise is publicly not available. I used to share it only for students those who have enroll the course, and we always welcome the suggestions from the students. So whatever suggestions you have, feel free to share with us, because we are going to improve only with the help of your feedback.